having a differential equation of this form, what you have to do first is what? To check for the what? Initial conditions. So the first thing we have to do here is to what? To take care of the fact that what? Our initial conditions here are not what? At t equal to 0. Are we getting it? So what we are going to do is that we are going to formulate the what? IVP in such a way that the initial conditions are at what? T equal to 0. So we are going to change our variables and it will work. Are we okay? So let's start. So now, so we start by letting our what? N be equal to what? T minus what? 2. Are we okay? So here we can state that what? Our T equal to what? N plus 2. Are we okay? Now let's come back to the equation. You know, this equation is 2 of what? Y prime of what? T plus what? 4 of what? Y prime of T plus what? Y of what? T equal to what? T square. So what we are going to do is that we are going to substitute the value of what? T into this. Are we okay? So we are having what? 2 y prime of what? N plus what? 2. Are we okay? Plus what? 4 of y prime N plus what? 2. Now plus what? Y of what? N plus 2 must be equal to what? N plus 2 all square. Now we have to define our what? Initial condition. So we have to what? Define our what? Initial conditions. Are you getting it? So what you are coming to do is that we are coming to take the derivative of this. Are you getting it? So we know that our what? So we take a variable into n will give us what? Y of what? N plus what? 2. Are we okay? So what we are coming to do is that we are coming to find the what? Derivative of this. So the first derivative of this will be equal to what? Du over what? D what? N. Are we okay? Now this will be equal to what? We take the derivative of these two, which will still be y prime n plus what? 2, which is the same as what? Dy over what? Dn. You can even multiply by what? Dt over what? Dt. It's the same thing to cancel. Are you okay? So now we take. So now what we are coming to do is that we know that our initial condition here is what? Y of 2 will give us negative 2. So we are coming to substitute this into this. Are you okay? So let's let our n to be equal to what? 0. Are we okay? So here it will be what? N of what? 0 will be equal to what? Y of what? 0 plus what? 2, which will be same as what? Y of what? 2. Are we okay? So from here y of 2 is what? Negative 2. So we change the subject. Are you okay? We just change the variable. So y of what? U of what? 0 is the same as this. So we substitute for the u prime 2 of 0 will be equal to what? Y prime of what? 0 plus what? 2. Are we okay? Will be equal to what? Y prime of 2 equal to what? The value is what? 3. So we change the variable. Are you okay? So now we have what? A new variable. So now our new equation will now be what? So in place of what? T, we are putting what? In place of y of what? Of t, we are putting what? N. Are you okay? So it will be 2n prime of what? N plus what? 4u prime of what? N plus what? U of n will be equal to. So from here we what? Simplify. Okay, so So this will give us what? N what square plus what 4n plus what 4. Are you guys okay? So now this is the same as what? 2u prime prime plus what? 4u. Are you okay? Plus what? Our u will now give us what? Un square plus what? 4n plus what? 4. Are you guys okay? So let's continue in solving for what? The differential equation. Okay. So now when you take the Laplace of this, so we are taking the Laplace. Are we okay? We are taking the Laplace of both sides. So the Laplace of this will be what? 2. Okay, into bracket Laplace of this will give us what? S U S. Are we okay? Minus what? S of U 0 minus what? U prime of 0. Are we okay? So we are done with this side. Bracket close plus what? For this side 4 of what? It will be S of what? So this is square. Don't forget. It's square. Are you okay? Because of the prime square. And this prime. So this will be U of S and then minus what? Y of what? U of what? This. Then plus our last, it will be U of what? S. No, U of what? U. S of, sorry, S of what? U S. Are we okay? So this is what? S of, sorry, S of what? U S. Then this will be equal to what? Now we are taking the Laplace of what? These two. Are we okay? So you take the Laplace of this, we are getting what? So this will be equal to what? When you take the Laplace of that, we are getting what? 2 over. So this will give us 2 over what? S cube. Are you okay? Plus what? 4 over what? S what? Square for this. And this will be what? 4 over what? S. Are we okay? So this is what we are getting after taking the Laplace. So we are going to what? Group items and then we simplify. So these grouping items, we are getting what? U of what? X. Are we getting it? U of X into bracket. This will give us what? 2x squared plus 4x plus what? 1. Now to multiply this, so to give a negative what? 2su of 0 minus what? 2u prime of 0 prime 0 minus what? So minus 4u of what? Of 0. So these all must be equal to what? 2 over what? S cubed plus what? 4 over what? S squared plus what? 4 over x. This is equal to sign. Are you guys okay? So we should continue, right? Okay. So we now know our u of 0 and our u prime of 0. Are you okay? You know the value of that. Okay. So our u of x of what? 2s squared plus of 4x plus 1. Now from here we know that this will give us what? U of what? 0 is what? Negative 2. So that means negative 2 will multiply this. Are you okay? So when negative multiply this, we are getting what? Positive what? 4s. Are you okay? Now taking this is what? 3. So we multiply by this, it will give us a negative what? 6. Are we okay? Then this u of 0, which is what? Negative 2, multiply, we are getting what? Positive what? 8. That must be equal to what? Our what? 2 of what? s cube plus what 4 what s square plus what 4 what x. Are you guys okay? Okay. So now let's group items and then let's bring this to the other side. Are we okay? We know that this 2 will give us what 2. Are we okay? So our what? So our what? U of what? X into bracket 2s squared plus what? 4s plus 1 will be equal to what? So we are bringing the whole of this to the other side. So it will become what? This will become minus minus. Are you getting it? Negative negative. So into bracket 4s plus what? 2. Then add our this thing. 2 of what? S squared plus what? Cube of what? 4 of what? S squared plus 4 of what? X. Are you guys okay? So now, what are we going to do? Now, we are still going to group items and then we what? We make what? This the subject. Are we okay? So when we make this the subject, u of what? Capital U of x will be equal to negative what? 4x plus what? 2 all into bracket plus what? 2 of what? S cube plus what? 4 of what? S square plus 4 of x all over what? The coefficient of what? Capital U of x. I get which will be 2s square plus 4x plus what? 1. I hope you are okay and we are good to go too. So this will now be equal to, so we can, the denominator for this and the denominator for this. Are you okay? So this will be equal to minus 4 of into bracket of what? S plus 2 all over what? This will give us what? 2s squared plus what? 4s plus 1. Then plus what? 2 of what? S cube plus what? 4 of what? S squared plus what? 4 of what? X all over what? 2s squared plus what? 4s plus 1. I get it. So this will be equal to what? U of x. So what are you going to do now? We are going to solve this what? Using what? Partial what? Fraction. So we are going to continue with this using what? Using partial fraction. Are you getting? So our U of x is equal to what? Negative 4 into bracket s plus 2 all over what? 2s squared plus 4s plus 1. When you simplify this, we will get what? When you simplify this further, we are getting what? 2 plus what? 4x plus what? 4s squared all over what? S cube into bracket what? 2s squared plus what? 4s plus 1. I guess this will give us this. So use our what? Partial fraction what? Procedure to what? To solve this. So this we can further what? Simplify this. Our denominator will be what? Common denominator will be 3 s exponent 3 into bracket what? 2s squared plus what? 4s plus 1. Are you getting it? Finding what? The LCM will give us what? This. Are you okay? So now when we find the LCM, we are going to get what? What are we going to get? So s will multiply this and then we bring our what? This thing back. So we are getting what? We are still going to maintain this and then we are multiplying what? S cube by this. Are you okay? So we are getting, when you do that, this will be 2 plus 4x plus what? 4s squared. We are still going to maintain this and then we are multiplying s cube by what? This. So So we are getting what? Negative 4s f s what? S4 exponent 4 minus what? This will be what? 2 what? S. So we can use, so we are done with this. We can use what? Partial fraction to what? To solve this. Are you getting it? So using partial fraction, our what? 2 plus what? Using partial fraction, are you getting partial fraction? Our 2x, our 2 plus what? 4s plus what? 4s squared minus what? 4s exponent 4 minus what? 2s cube be equal to what? Now when we are breaking this into partial fraction, we are getting what? A over what? X. Every guys okay? Plus what? B over what? S square plus what? C over what? S cube plus. Are you getting it? This will give us what? Dx, because of what? It's a quadratic equation. So dx plus what? E. Are you getting it? All over what? 2s square plus what? 4s plus what? 1. I hope you guys are okay. Okay. So now we are going to use the normal partial fraction procedure to solve this. Are you getting it? But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going straight to the answers. Are you getting it? So when you do this, we are getting our A using partial fraction. Our A will be equal to what? 16. Our B will be equal to what? Negative 4. And then our C will give us what? 16. No, our C will give us 2. Our C will give us what? 2. Our D will give us negative 36. And then our E will give us what? Negative 58. I hope you guys are okay. So these are the values of the what? Of the variable that you get, the A, B, C, D, and E. Using partial fraction, you are getting A to be 16, B to be negative 4, C to be 2, D to be negative 36, and the E to be what? Negative what? 58. So you are just going to what? Substitute this into this. Is I getting? We are going to substitute this, the value of our variable A, B, and C into this. Are you getting it? So let's continue. So when we do that, you know our what? So when we do that, you know our A is what? 16. So we are getting what? 16 over what? X plus what? Our B is what? Our B is negative 4. So this is supposed to be negative. I will get negative what? 4 all over what? X square. I getting it. And our C is what? 2. So what? Plus what? 2 all about S what? Cube. Now our D and E is negative. Are you getting it? So negative 36 for D, X plus what? 52. So this should be in a bracket, right? And this should be in a bracket, right? 50 what? 8 all over what? 2x what? Square plus what? 4s plus 1. I guess so. This will be what? Our what? U of what? X. Now what you are coming to do is what? You are coming to take the inverse transform. Are you getting? You are going to take the what? Inverse transform. Don't forget to use what? N's, because from the beginning we let our n to be what? T minus what? 2. So don't forget, when you are finding the inverse, don't forget to use what? N. I getting it? Don't forget to use the n. So finding the what? U of what? X. That's all the Laplace inverse. This will give us what? 16. Are you okay? This will give us 16. And this will give us what? 4n. Are you guys okay? And this will give us what? N square. When you take the Laplace inverse of this, this will give us this will give us this, and this will give us this. I get it. So now what you are coming to do is that we are coming to find the what inverse of this. But what we are coming to do is that we are coming to what split this into what 36x over this, and then 58 of this. Then we find the Laplace inverse. I get it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give you the answer straight. So this will give us what our negative here. So the negative will affect. So negative. So it will be negative into brackets negative e exponent, so negative 2n. Don't forget to use the n instead. So cos n over what root what 2. Are we okay? Hope you guys are okay. And then what? N square n minus what 14 sine what n over what root of what 2. Are we okay? Are we okay? Plus what 116 e exponent what negative 2n. We all know why this is this. And then multiply by what our sine n all over what root of 2. Are we okay? So when you find the inverse Laplace when you find the Laplace inverse of this, we are getting this. I get it. So this is the inverse. This is the inverse form of what this. Are we okay? So this capital U, so it will become, after finding the inverse, it will become what small e. So now this is not the solution that we are after. Of course, are we okay? We are after what? Y of what t. That's what we are after, because the question is given what y of t. So but from the beginning we know that what a y of t is what y of what n plus 2. We know that our t is equal to what n plus 2. So what are we going to do? We are going to make n the subject here. So making n the subject, n will be equal to what t minus what 2. So from the inverse we are going to substitute what in place of what n, we are going to substitute what 2 minus what t minus what 2. Are you guys okay? So when we do this, when we do that, take my papers. So when we do that, okay, so in place of what n, we are putting what t minus 2. So when we do that, our y of t will now be what? We still maintain our 16 minus 4 into bracket of t minus 2 plus what? Our this will become t minus 2 exponent of 2 minus what? Our e raised to the power of negative 2n. So we are going to put what? T minus 2. Are we okay? Then this multiply by, I get in our cos. So our cos what? T minus what 2 all over what root of 2, and then minus what 144 sine t minus 2. Are you okay? All over what root of what t. Are you okay? Then plus our what 1116e raised to the power negative 2 into bracket of t minus what 2 multiplied by what our sine 2 minus t minus what 2 all over root of 2. Are we okay? So we can simplify this further. We can what multiply, expand this bracket, expand this, and then we group like terms. Then we what final answer. But this is okay for us. Are we okay? So this is what our solution. Are we okay? Thank you for watching.